Week 1 of the NFL season delivered everything we love about football. Monster stat lines, jaw-dropping plays, and a couple shocking duds that left fantasy managers pulling out their hair. Let's dive into the best performances and storylines from around the league. Let's start with the quarterbacks, because this week was loaded. Josh Allen reminded everyone why he's a fantasy cheat code. He lit up the Ravens for 394 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and led Buffalo to a 41-40 shootout win. Right out of the gate, he dominated, giving fans a performance that will be remembered all year. Justin Herbert wasn't far behind. The Chargers offense looked unstoppable, racking up 318 yards and 3 touchdowns. The defense had no answer for his timing and accuracy. And then we have Aaron Rodgers. In the Steelers' debut against his old team, Rodgers turned back the clock with 4 touchdowns. The poise, the accuracy, the confidence, Pittsburgh couldn't have asked for a better start. But the real shocker, Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones in his Colts debut went full-on unstoppable. He threw for 272 yards and a touchdown, added 2 rushing touchdowns, and led the Colts to points on all 7 possessions he played. To put that in perspective, neither Tom Brady nor Peyton Manning ever did that in a season opener. Now let's talk about the ground game, because a couple running backs flat out dominated. Derrick Henry looked like King Henry again. At 31 years old, he dropped 169 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns on just 18 carries. That's ridiculous. 9.4 yards per carry, including a 49-yard burst, which he looked like he was back in his prime. Travis Etienne Jr. was explosive for Jacksonville. He gashed the defenses for 143 yards, highlighted a 71-yard sprint that reminded everyone that he's one of the league's most dangerous home run hitters. And don't sleep on Breece Hall, who crossed the 100-yard mark, or Jonathan Taylor, who showed no rust with a strong 70-plus yard performance. Wideouts were stealing the spotlight this week with some monster performances. Zay Flowers came out swinging for the Ravens with 143 yards and a touchdown. He looked unguardable, putting all the naysayers, including myself, to shame week 1. Then there's Puka Nacua. After his breakout rookie year, everyone wondered if he could keep it up, and the answer is a resounding yes. He hauled in 10 catches for 130 yards and looked like Matthew Stafford's favorite target all over again. Beyond those two, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Keon Coleman, and CeeDee Lamb all topped 100 yards. Now, we can't talk about week 1 without the disappointments, and there were a few. Jahmyr Gibbs made history in the worst way. He caught 10 passes but only gained 31 yards. That's the lowest yardage ever in NFL history for 10 receptions. Lions fans, that one hurt. Xavier Worthy, the Chiefs' speedy second-year wideout, barely logged 3 snaps before colliding with teammate Travis Kelce. He is immediately ruled out of the game and is now undergoing further imaging. Then there's A.J. Brown, one of the league's premier receivers, held to just 1 catch for 8 yards. If you drafted him in fantasy, you might have lost your matchup right then and there. Hurts ended up rushing for 2 touchdowns in what looked like a rattled offense, but I'm guessing they just need to shake off the rust a bit. Tua Tagovailoa had a surprisingly rough start of the season. He finished with just 114 passing yards, 2 interceptions, a costly fumble, and a 51.7 passer rating. Numbers far below what Miami expected from their star QB. Not the best look for Tyreek Hill managers. And we can't ignore Jamar Chase. Widely considered one of the top 5 receivers in football, he was locked down in week 1, finishing with just 3 catches for 29 yards, no touchdowns, no highlight moments, just a quiet, frustrating day for Bengals fans and fantasy managers alike. So what a way to kick off the NFL season. We had Aaron Rodgers turning back the clock, Daniel Jones looking like a superstar, Derrick Henry reminding us he's still king, and Zay Flowers showing he might be Baltimore's next great receiver. If this is how the season starts, imagine what's coming next. Let me know in the comments who your MVP of week 1 was, or who your biggest dud this week was. And if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because every week we're bringing you the biggest plays, stats, and storylines in the NFL. Thanks for watching. See you in week 2.